Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel and to a what I eat in a day / little day in the life. My day starts with feeding these guys. They're ready and waiting as soon as I come down, and nothing beats seeing their faces first thing in the morning. Then for my breakfast, I had chocolate chia overnight oats. We're growing strawberries this year, and honestly, I didn't think this would work because we ran out of veg bed space, and so I panic planted these in my very narrow herb border, but we've been getting so many strawberries, and it's the best thing going to pick some for breakfast most mornings. I sliced these up with a couple more that I had in the fridge. Then I took out my overnight oats. I mentioned in an Instagram reel recently, I've been loving these for breakfast. Just so easy to prep and so quick in the mornings to throw together. I added on some berries and some cherries, and I'm also really loving toasted coconut chips at the moment on my oats, on my yogurt. So sweet and crunchy, and that was it. I make these using the Alpro chocolate plant protein milk just to up the protein for these, and it's just a really good breakfast before I work out. The added chia packs in extra fiber, and the oats are great for slow release energy because I'm someone that cannot work out on an empty stomach. I then went to the gym for leg day. I feel like I'm really enjoying working out at the moment. I love my routine, and when I wake up in the morning, I really look forward to getting to the gym. I enjoy giving my body that challenge and trying to reach new personal bests, not only for my physical health, but it helps immensely with my mental health too. Exercise really is one of the only things that can get me out of a bad headspace, and it just sets me up for the day ahead. I finished with some assisted pull-ups. I'd love to be able to be doing these unassisted by the end of the year, so I've added them into every training day. And then I also did a 30-minute incline walk on the treadmill just to get some steps in. Again, trying my best to hit 10 to 20k every single day. Jumped in the shower when I got home. You know I love anything matcha, and I'm using the Hello Clean Nourishing Matcha Micronutrient Wash. It's this cool biophase formula with a moisturizing milk on the top, matcha and niacinamide to block out impurities in hard tap water. I then did my morning skincare routine. I am an Evolve beauty girl through and through. If you don't know, get to know. I'll list all the products I use for my morning skincare, and in general, they're of course cruelty-free and vegan and mostly organic. I've been using them for 4 years now. I usually use my LED mask at night before bed, but if I forget, I just make sure that I use it the next morning. Again, alongside Evolve Beauty's products, this has been an absolute game changer for my skin. I do use Evolve's glycolic toner twice a day because it's gentle enough to, even for sensitive skins, but I've also really been loving the Ordinary 7% glycolic acid, although I only use this in the evenings. Got to hydrate. I love their Hyaluronic Serum 200 and their Daily Renew face cream just for the daytime. And then of course got to be wearing SPF 50 all day every day, and this one is from SOS Serum. It's quite literally chef's kiss. If you're after a sunscreen that doesn't sting your eyes, is lightweight, non-sticky, blends in so easily, sits well under makeup and is fragrance free, you need this in your life. A little concealer, mascara, and I'm done. I did have one of these Plenish turmeric recovery shots. I love these. It's like a spicy orange juice shot. I need to get back into making my own, but once a week I do also make my own juice. Short interlude to show you this courgette I grew. It is gigantic. I also find making juice is a really good way to use up any leftover fruit or veggies in your fridge. Obviously give everything a good wash beforehand. Sometimes you've just got to eat an entire cucumber, or drink one in this case. I also chopped up 3 apples, removed the skin from a whole lemon, and peeled a good chunk of fresh ginger. Juiced all of those along with a whole head of romaine lettuce to use it up. This was quite good to bulk out the juice alongside kale, which works really well as well. And I added a bunch of celery in. As I said, I usually just do a batch at the start of the week, and I can get a good 3 to 4 glasses out of this. It usually makes half a big jug, and I'm a big fan of eating my greens but juicing them too. For lunch I had whipped butter beans and marinated tomatoes on toast. For the whipped butter beans I added a whole can of butter beans to my food processor. I drained half of the water that these were in. Then 1 tablespoon of tahini, the juice of half a lemon and a good pinch of sea salt. Then blended that up until smooth. The end result is like a really silky hummus alternative. I bang on about these tomatoes every summer, but they're just so good. I took 1 red heirloom tomato and 1 yellow tomato and just really roughly and aggressively apparently chopped these up. I then made a marinade with a few tablespoons of olive oil, the juice of half a lemon, 1 clove of garlic, some finely chopped basil and a good pinch of salt. Combined that together, then added in the chopped tomatoes, turned them through and just left them to marinate in it. The longer the better. This is just so delicious. Toasted some protein bread. I always get asked about this, but it's just made with rye and soybeans and lots of seeds. I spread some of the whipped butter beans on the toast and added the marinated tomatoes on top. Another good pinch of salt and finished with some more basil, and I had that with a glass of the green juice. Something on toast is such a go-to lunch for me. So many topping options and always so quick and easy and nutritious. The creamy butter bean spread with the sweet juicy marinated tomatoes and fresh basil was a perfect combination. In the afternoon I had a soy milk iced matcha latte. I used the Matcha Ninja matcha. It's such good quality matcha. I actually wanted to make a lavender syrup to go in my matcha, but maybe I'll do that another time. Our lavender's gone wild this year, but the bees have been loving it. We also have an overwhelming amount of courgettes growing. You'll always find the rabbits in the carrots eating the tops. We have so many tomatoes coming through and the herbs are thriving too. I just get so much joy from growing my own produce. Then for dinner I made this creamy roasted red pepper and harissa rigatoni. I trimmed the top of a whole bulb of garlic, then trimmed, halved and de-seeded 2 sweet long red peppers. I placed those on a tray along with the garlic and drizzled over olive oil, then added a teaspoon of harissa paste onto each pepper half and roughly brushed it on all over. I then put that in the oven to roast for 20 to 30 minutes and just turned the garlic over halfway through. I added a drained block of silken tofu to a food processor, then removed the roasted garlic and red peppers from the oven and added those into the bowl too. I next added in 4 whole sun-dried tomatoes, a good handful of fresh basil leaves with the stalks included, then the juice of half a lemon and a good pinch of sea salt. Blended that up until really smooth and creamy and it looked a little something like this. I then cooked up 2 portions of rigatoni until al dente. While that was cooking I threw together a salad with some edible flowers from the garden. Before draining I reserved around 1/4 cup of the pasta water, then drained off the rest. Set that to the side. I picked a handful of fresh flat leaf parsley from the garden for the topping. For this I added 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs into a bowl with 1/4 cup of hemp seeds, a tablespoon of nutritional yeast and then a small handful of the chopped parsley, and I scattered that onto the tray with the oil I used for roasting the red peppers and the garlic, turned it all through to get it coated and just popped that under the grill for the last couple of minutes. I then added the sauce into the pan. It should be sauce to the pasta, not pasta to the sauce, please don't judge me. Thinned it out with some of the pasta water and then added the cooked pasta in and turned it through to get it all well coated, and then dished that up with some of the herby hemp seed crumb over the top, some more fresh chopped parsley from the garden, and also some dried chili flakes for an extra kick of chili heat. This was so good. I love silken tofu and pasta sauces. It's so creamy and you can make the sauce in so many different ways, and that herby hemp seed crumb adds a nice crunch on the top. Those strawberry tops from breakfast never go to waste. And then for dessert I just had a little vegan protein yogurt and I grated over a frozen peach, added on a little agave syrup. Such a refreshing and light sweet treat at the end of the day. Enjoyed that in front of the TV while we had a visit from a neighbourhood friend, with this one chilling next to me quite literally. I hope you enjoyed this type of video as a bit of a change from me. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you soon. Bye!